Selena Gomez reveals a surprise kidney transplant surgery on Instagram.
Woo!
All right, Anthony.
Red leather, yellow leather. Fergie and Josh Duhamel separate after 8 years of marriage. We are and will always be united.
The Human Torch applied for a bank loan.
I watched this really good movie the other day called Wind River. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
Oh, it's really good.
Okay.
You know, there's a category for every missing group except for Native American women.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean missing group?
Missing like white teens, white kids, black adults, Hispanic adults. Like they separate them from male to female to age group to ethnicity. There's no group to account for Native American females.
Why?
Why are you fucking smiling like it's not funny? and
you're
trying to prevent the smile.
No, I'm not.
Like what's funny about that?
I'm just excited to be alive. I don't know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
I'm sure there's something behind it, but like nothing that I can even think of. That's definitely not the topic I want to talk about though today because that's a little too depressing. Kyle has his phone out. He's quiet, so I think he's thinking of something.
Kyle, remember when Kyle said he didn't want to use that episode, Julie, because he's on camera defending Reagan.
Yeah, he had you there.
No, I'll tell you exactly what was said.
And he's the best looking one. You know, he took his best photograph, and you know when it goes to the KAP Show?
Yeah.
I don't look good in that photo.
Me either. But he knows that. But
You guys look great. And I wasn't defending Reagan. All I said, you said...
You absolutely were defending Reagan.
No,
100%.
Shh. Paul said this. I'll tell you what happened. This is the fucking truth. Paul goes...
It's your truth.
Reagan, the worst president, the one that destroyed the United States of America.
And I said...
I'm
I said, that's
Schwarzenegger.
funny. Yeah, that's funny the way you did that.
And I said, okay. I go, explain your position. And you go like this.
Position?
That's not what I did. I
Not
just
what he
said
did.
I just didn't. I didn't want to get into it.
Okay, let's go
It's
again.
like-
I know my truth.
It's
I know
like-
my
It's
truth.
like someone says.
I know my truth.
There's no such thing as your truth.
I know my
You
truth.
sound like
Why do I look
like a
green?
Hallmark.
Why do I
book.
look green?
Because if you wore a striped shirt, and that's what it's focusing on right now.
It's just the camera.
Is it going to mess up though
No,
the thing?
it's not. Relax. Did you just say what I think you said?
I know my truth.
There is no my truth.
Well,
100%.
No, there's
Yeah,
the
that's-
truth and there's the not truth. There's no my truth because I could say, oh, my truth is I know unicorns exist. That's my truth.
yeah.
do you know-
And then that's it. Unicorns do
Yeah,
exist.
that's your truth.
No, they don't.
Yeah. It's your
No,
truth.
they don't. You absolutely sound insane. Both
Wait,
of you.
I want to argue just because for the sake of arguing, but he's right.
Yeah, I know.
I want to be like, no, but he's right. There's truth and there's false.
But there is your own self truth.
When I say I know my truth, that means I know how I feel.
There you go. But I hate when people try to apply this to something that is clearly either backed up by fact or it's not.
But is there a real reality out there, or just a reality that
Can you put your headphones on because I can't hear you?
No.
It makes me feel more natural. I kind of try it.
You just spit on me when you laughed.
Oh,
But
No, you
I just
guys
feel
know-
unnatural with you having your headphones off.
can you try it
To have,
to have them off? Makes me feel like I'm just here with you.
yeah, I
guys.
don't like it. It sounds weird.
Yeah, don't put your
Sounds
headphones
strange.
on.
You don't.
Red leather,
you're
yellow
not used
leather.
to the sound of your own
What's the
voice.
monkey applied for a loan at the bank and got denied or something?
The Human Torch applied for the Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
The Human Torch.
Wow.
Paul's phone's blowing up. Paul's shaking too. Always shakes.
Why are you shaking?
He shakes like he has Parkinson's. He's just always
Because I've always had a lot of caffeine.
like from birth.
I haven't been shaking since birth.
Oh. Let's brainstorm. Come on, let's brainstorm. Did you guys, any of you guys watch the news?
Octopi really
You guys
smart.
both have Facebooks. Don't you guys see the news?
Oh, I just
wanted
got
to
Twitter.
talk about
I just got
something.
Twitter.
Nice,
I'm gonna go to
congratulations.
Hawthorne for to watch Elon Musk unveil
Oh, the SUV.
semi truck.
Yeah, I want
Semi.
Oh, is it semi?
A
That was,
huge tractor trailer. Yeah.
oh, that's right. That's
It
right.
has a lot more power.
I wanna
than-
see it. When are you
A lot more
going?
power than the ones that are around.
Is it
now.
electric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is it? I want to go.
Yeah. I put it in my phone. It's the end of October.
Cool. I want to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I want to see that for sure. You
It's
want
like
to go?
it's like very.
We should get camera footage and then talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How? Yeah.
Oh,
about,
he's gonna
like-
change everything. Because then
Yeah.
once they're automated.
Yeah. It's funny.
I think the
it's-
biggest
it's a good-
profession is transportation.
Kyle, you okay?
She got on the phone during the recording
Excuse
of a
me. Do you know what we're
podcast.
recording over here?
Does it look like I fucking care?
That was good. That was a good response. But we could also talk about how he's getting rid of jobs.
Yeah.
In the process of that, but it's better for the planet. And
Yeah.
and how
That's
much,
a good subject. Let's talk about that.
And how
And
much? What's the threshold of like how much you get rid of, jobs and with also helping or not the economy, but the planet and the environment. But like, how much can we handle? Or how
Well,
much
let me
is it-
ask you. Can I ask you guys this? When
Wait, should we start the episode right now?
yeah, well, I'll start it. I'll work
Like,
with what we
well,
have.
Broke the fourth wall.
But we didn't.
We did. We
No,
just,
'cause
he clicks.
weren't-
He edits
This is
it.
unreal.
Hold on,
This
hold
is
on, hold on. No.
unbelievable.
This is not my fault. He said just brainstorm on camera.
Yeah.
No one's gonna want us watch us brainstorm for 20 minutes.
He can choose the start point, right?
It's weird though when you
He
do that. When
arbitrarily
you just start it and we're talking.
No,
Like,
because it's not a recording. We're just talking for 30 minutes, and then we just walk away.
okay,
But all of this change
hold on.
that we're about
what
to
are you
talk
talking
about,
about? Because no one's knowing because we just
yeah,
started.
because he's gonna change the start point to like a minute ago.
He won't.
So all of this,
He's not gonna put me clapping like that on
yes,
camera.
he is. All of this change is inevitable.
And all
even
change.
the AI and everything.
I think it's the
Putin
natural
just said the
natural
person that
progression.
will rule the world is the person that discovers AI first.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I was gonna ask you. Okay, you're talking about the environment, but
Well, so I was talking about, the environment as a whole, but then also the job impact on it, like how we. Yeah.
Well, but talking about that, so how about this? Like the materials used to create these newer technologies, what type of carbon footprint does that have on the environment? Like, because what do you do with like when the batteries can't exist forever? So what happens like when the batteries go, like they die? How do they?
Well, nothing's perfect.
Get rid of them?
I don't think we found anything that's perfect.
Yeah, I know.
But we can all agree. I think that electric vehicles are better than gas.
Yeah, the disposing of the
environment?
battery is better.
I'm just wondering,
than
like, what
all
about, like, the, like-
emissions
But
that
you
it's given
didn't
off.
answer the question.
No, but I'm
do you agree
asking.
with that? That's better than fossil fuels.
I can't agree with it because I don't know all the information because I don't know like the materials that go into that and the disposal of the battery is what I'm wondering
It's
about.
still better than the emissions.
It's better.
From
I mean,
years
we can look
of-
it up and like get actual information, but I think it's been well documented that electric vehicles, whether the batteries or whatever it is, the process to make the batteries is still better than burning gas, burning oil.
every day. Forever. I'm sure they'll recycle it or something. Figure it out.
Or that's what I said. Like nothing's perfect. We haven't found anything perfect as of right now.
It's still
Hey,
better.
I think it's a
Moving
good
towards
opportunity to
electric
ask. If anyone is watching this on YouTube,
Anybody, please.
please watch the goddamn episode. No, if anyone actually has any expertise in this, I'm very curious as to what the carbon footprint is of using gas vehicles versus the carbon footprint of disposing of tons of batteries. I am curious. I don't know, so I can't really.
And you honestly don't, like, just thinking about it right now, you think you can't pick and choose what's better for the environment? Like, it's up in the air for you?
Well, like I think they're pretty. Think about like all like the acids and all that stuff that's gonna like how are they gonna get rid of that shit?
What about the?
I love how he laughs like he's a doctor of fucking like yes, Kyle, please. I've made plenty of batteries in my laboratory.
I very clearly stated I don't actually know the information, but from what I've read, it's well documented that electrical vehicals are better for the environment.
Currently, I'm
Paul, you
talking
haven't
about
said
the
anything.
disposal
Yeah, they
of
have-
The guy who
electrical
owns
vehicles.
Tesla stock over here, can you say something?
Just sold him to pay off to buy 2 bikes that use gasoline.
Not really.
He didn't sell them all. He sold like one.
Not really. Yeah.
Not really what?
I sold a couple of the shares so that I could pay off so I could get the title.
You don't need
so
to
the
get into
guy
that.
So the guy that's buying it can give me the money so I could rebuy the.
You don't need to get
once
into
it goes
that.
back
No one
down
wants to
again.
hear about your bike dilemma.
Um,
But you haven't said anything about the.
yeah. Well, disposing of the battery and making the battery is just like 2 little periods, and then the whole lifespan of the battery is not giving off any
That's
emissions.
what does that? Okay.
So, but the car, while you have the car, it's giving off emissions
Every
the whole
day.
lifespan.
Yeah, every day.
And you have to make it and dispose of it. So I don't understand like how you could even.
Yeah, the
I'm
recycle-
I'm not
recycle
making
oil and, like,
I'm not making
transmission
a
oil.
point. I'm wondering. I'm asking. And
No, it's a
I don't
good
know
point.
why I'm
but
asking.
I know you
It's a good
asked,
point.
but then I said right now, with the information you have available to you right now, can you clearly say that electrical vehicles are better than gas, or like you don't know?
During their primes, yes. I'm just wondering about the disposal.
Primes?
During
Like,
their,
like
during
having
the-
it.
Yeah, during having it, of course.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
cool.
just wondering what the
'Cause
carbon
I
footprint
felt
would
like you
be.
were like not really sure. Like
Well,
maybe
we were
gas.
saying overall, but he was saying, all right.
It
whatever.
made it seem like he was like, I don't know, man, gas might be better because you don't have to dispose of battery. That's what he made it seem like.
He still is on that side.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. He just
I'm
said in the
just
prime. He's like,
asking. I'm
when
just
you,
asking.
he said, while you have the vehicle, it's definitely better. But he's like, I don't know about
Well,
making
obviously
the,
it's zero emissions while you have the vehicle.
yeah, but he's like,
the
but then he said, I don't know
disposal.
about making the battery, then also disposing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still wondering that.
Of course,
I
I'm
know,
still
which is
wondering-
okay to think, but as long as you can say driving an electric vehicle is better than having a gas vehicle, he said is better. He doesn't have the information on the battery, so like he's
Okay,
you know,
yeah, whatever.
'cause
We're
he
talking
only
about
uses-
overall.
I'm
He was
just-
talking about
I'm just
overall.
wondering.
He only uses AA batteries, but it's fine.
Lord
Yeah.
help me.
So,
Oh, but I want to talk about like how we do you believe in global warming?
Yeah,
You do? And you think it's like man-made?
as to what extent? Because there's been a history of like the Earth cooling and warming just naturally.
oh, I just saw this graph that like illustrates it perfectly. Like it goes
Where'd
kind
you
of
see the
back and
graph?
forth, somewhere, and it's like a huge. It's like you scroll down.
Was it Facebook
You
or
scroll
was it
down, and the
Incredible?
temperature. Yeah, it was credible.
Okay.
And it's
It was like Huffington Post.
it's like
Shut
cold.
the fuck
cold
up.
was on the left, warm was
Yeah,
on the
I'm
right.
sure you get information from Fox.
Cold was on the left, warm was on the right, and then the line was the temperature, that we were at.
Yeah.
And it just kind of went down the middle over the last like thousands of years.
Yeah.
And then you just see like when humans came around, it just like shoots to the right. So
Wait, there's actually-
it's crazy they would have that information when no humans were ever
I
around.
was literally going to
That's
say
crazy.
that.
what do you mean? They didn't know the temperature of the earth?
Well,
How would they know the temperature of the Earth exactly?
They can
I'm on your side, but it is.
they know the temperature of the earth back in the day.
How?
I'm on your side, but it's like crazy to think that they can somehow, have the temperature of the planet when no one was here.
Why not?
It's like, how do you get to that? I believe it because I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to think
Oh.
that I'm not smarter than a scientist. So that is crazy, but it is insane to think that they were able to somehow figure out the temperature of the planet before humans even existed. Like, how would you even get to that?
Oh, like it's crazy that they have that technology?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to be like, oh, no way, this is possible. Because I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going
What
to.
was the
Carbon footprints? I mean, they know.
I'm
all
not going to
this stuff
pretend.
or
I'm not going to
something,
pretend
right?
that I'm smarter,
I mean,
smarter
don't
than
they?
a scientist.
Don't they know? Don't they know this? They can take a sample of a rock and be like, "That's 12,468 years old." Like,
Yeah.
why can't they do the temperature?
Why? I mean, yeah, well, because there's like material that they're working with. I'm just literally
Because,
wondering.
yeah, that's why. Because there was material to do the rocks and whatever. But like the planet, like how would you even get to that? Like, what would you even use?
Dude, how do you, I don't? Yeah, I know. Like, technology is crazy. Like, how does this work? Like, I talk and then it goes through a wire and then it comes into my ears. Like, what?
It's coming to my ear too, which is
yeah,
crazy.
like what?
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan had a joke. Like if like all the smart people died off, we would be like, there's like 4 people that know how to do everything.
We would go back to like throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah. Like, what do you do
And,
when the power
and
goes
like
off?
not wearing clothes, just like wearing like a fucking towel around our body.
Yeah. What do you
Just
do?
to cover our
We would
private
go into a
parts.
cave. We would go into a cave, and then
Yeah.
we would start drawing on the walls because we'd be bored.
Yeah, 'cause
And then
no-
we die off, and then they find us.
No one know how to build a house. Like we would just
Yeah.
like, put like sticks together.
What do
and,
you do
like,
when the
try to
power
glue it.
goes off? You wait for them to fix it.
Yeah.
You just sit there.
Yeah.
You don't go fix it. You just wait for them to fix
Well, I'll go and like switch the power box. Like I'll switch the thing back and forth. If it doesn't work, then I'm like, fuck, do I have candles?
it. I wouldn't even know who to call. Like, power's off, but man.
Yeah.
Like, call the electrician. Like,
Isn't that funny? You
911?
didn't say anything. You're just laughing.
It's
But
called the
isn't it
police.
true?
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
crazy.
his number about the 4 was a little bit like ridiculous. But
funny.
yes, there's a small amount of people who actually know, things that are difficult like that, like
and
scientists.
Louis C.K. was saying there's like 7 scientists.
Oh, there you go.
he's like,
There's
7?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That know the difference between like sea lions, seals, and walruses. And they're the only ones that care. And besides that, we're all just like, yeah, it's a seal.
Yeah. It's so true. It's so funny.
We'll just throw penguin in there too. They're all seals.
Yeah. But to go back to the global warming, you like 100%.
I think something that we can talk about. Okay, this is all like very like data driven stuff. So the thing that we should talk about is when does it get to the balancing point where
That's where my question was going
yeah,
to.
like what point does it get where like okay you don't endorse human like technological advancement because it's going to damage a certain part of the population that can't work in these certain fields.
Yeah.
Like to protect jobs.
Yeah.
Like do you stay in a lower technological state in efforts to protect jobs, or do you just go all the way forward? And
Yeah. My thought is that you have to constantly be getting better and getting more efficient, and if that costs people jobs, it's unfortunate, but they'll find another job.
Yeah, because it's like
And
when
let's help them find another job.
I mean, like, because I think that new markets open all the time. Think about like before the iPhone, like you have or before smartphones is like, you know, the whole world of applications like that.
Yeah.
That created a whole new market. So I think markets aren't really a static thing. Markets can be created, and markets can. But the problem is
like those people will find other jobs.
But
there'll be other things that'll come up.
But it really does affect the lower skilled workers. Like I don't know what.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What will
I
happen?
feel like
There's an
always be
example
room for them somewhere else.
There's an example of in the film industry. My friend was telling me about this, but this company had made it was like a chip or like a thing that you'd put on like the clothing, and the camera could pick up on the focus length of it. And this is an example of the unions actually, in effort to protect jobs. Listen.
Here he goes.
I love how you guys smile in halfway through my story. You don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna say.
We
I
know
know
where you're going with it. We know where you're going.
But this is where you guys do know that unions exist, right? Like you guys know that they exist and that they actually
Unions?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
know
that they
more of them.
actually
Because I just know
And
what
then
you're
they-
laughing
And they
about.
actually
I don't know
work?
what you're
And they
laughing
actually
about.
work?
Well, are you guys laughing?
We were
No, no, no.
smirking, but go ahead.
Smirking.
I'm smirking
That was
because
rude. We were being a little
Yeah.
bit rude. We should let you finish your thought.
Yeah,
was
you guys are
smirking.
like some like weird like. Oh my! Keep it going. Tell us what you think, Carl. Okay.
No.
I love
God.
when he does those like different.
Yeah, you guys look like just like the snobbiest pieces of goop ever.
We're
I
not
don't.
snobby. We're down to earth.
No, I said snobby.
Snobby. We're not.
No,
snobby.
let me tell you. When you laugh like this, keep telling us.
We didn't do
Can I
that.
Yeah, you did.
Can I
We
tell you
just-
why
we
we were
looked at each
smirking? We
other.
were smirking
No.
because we
there's no
thought-
agenda to what I'm saying. I know why you were smirking. You're smirking because you think I'm going to bash unions.
Hold on. You always have an agenda. Let's just get that clear.
So,
you
here's
always
the-
have
Yeah,
someone.
so you know why
Let
we
me
were
tell you.
smirking.
No. Do you want to know what stopped this technology from going through?
Yeah, let you finish.
Okay. Back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
They created this chip or this thing that you put on your clothing, and it would tell the distance, the focal length, and it was going to make making movies because like usually like on bigger sets and bigger films you have to have an actual focus puller, and they have to like so they're on the side of the camera and they're like making sure that everything stays in focus and everything runs smoothly, and this would have like eased up that job a lot. So, but it would have gotten rid of the job of the focus puller. So they said, no, you can't use this. This is you're not going to use this in the. We're not going to allow this on union gigs.
Yeah.
So that is an example of where in efforts to save a job, you really make the task at hand a lot harder to I guess achieve. Or,
Well, that's the union
to
doing their
complete.
job, which is to protect the worker.
But what's
So-
the balance? Like, should you be protecting jobs like that, and should you just like? I mean, should we have ever gone from film to digital video? Because from film, they got rid of everyone.
I don't think that change isn't. I think that change is inevitable. You can't. If technology can improve, then it will. Someone else is just going to do it. So it's gonna. You can't.
Like it'll fade. Like that job will just phase
we can't
out.
collectively decide that like we're going to stop improving technology to save jobs. It's just going to keep going. We can't stop.
Because what the unions did are the same exact thing that these giant oil companies, I think, are trying to do with anything like whether it's hydrogen power or whether it's electrical power or electric power. Like the reason we don't really have solar, I guarantee you, is because they can't put a meter on the sun. Like we could have if they were really out to help humanity, right?
Yeah.
You would allow people to really go into really innovate with solar or really innovate with hydrogen power.
I think everybody knows that like the big fuel companies have had impact on us progressing into other ways of energy, of you getting energy. I'm sure somehow lobbyists. I mean, there's tons of ways that they have influence because they have so much money.
Yeah, and they have influence over government and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And but here's the there was like a big Firestone. I think it was Firestone. I'm gonna have to.
Firestone.
Yeah, there was going to be a big mass transit like train, a metro system. I think if it was in LA, I really want to get the facts before I tell the story. But anyway, bottom line, I think Firestone had bought up the train tracks, had them destroyed, and then invested their money into buses. And you don't want to know why?
Yeah,
is because tires. Yeah, and
that makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, but that would have changed
country,
a lot.
Yeah, in this country with money, you can pretty much do anything.
Yeah, financial freedom.
Yeah, with enough money, you can control almost anything.
I mean, that's like mega money.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like billions. But
Yeah.
let me see if you can find. Let me see if I can find.
But
that.
if AI takes over all the jobs, then we won't need to work. Then we can do.
It'd be a big problem for humanity because people usually need purpose, and not everyone can find a
then
purpose
we
when
will
they don't
find
work.
our real purpose.
Well, I think you just made purpose and a job like the same thing, but I don't think those are the same thing.
Oh, this says it was. By the way, this says it was a
ignore that?
conspiracy.
Are you gonna ignore that?
No, tell me that one more time. But
Well,
I want
you,
to go back.
you just said getting rid of jobs will get rid of people's purpose, but I don't think a job and your purpose in life are the same thing.
No, of course not.
Most people like,
But I think
especially
you
in
have
this,
to get meaning from your job.
especially in this society, I think most people just work to work.
So they think that it needs to be their
And then like when they're off, then they feel like they can do what their purpose is or what they want to do. Like most people don't not enjoy their job, but don't find purpose or like meaningness in their job.
I wonder what
yeah,
most people
absolutely.
do. I don't know. If most people just have a job that they just go to so that they can enjoy life, or if most people are like doing what they love.
Let me tell you,
I wonder
some people are
Well,
completely
just out of-
content.
Just out of
doing-
people you talk to, would you say that most people you know personally like do something that they love? Like do
Yeah,
what
I
they
think it's more leaning towards people that are doing like what they're like trying to, like I'm trying to get into like creative applications, or they always like say some word that I don't understand. Like I'm in marketing technology.
Can I want to go back just for 1 second because I want to edit what I said. It was General. It's called the General Motors streetcar conspiracy.
Oh, it was a
But-
conspiracy.
yeah. So the General Motors, because it says right here, it says the General Motors streetcar conspiracy refers to convictions of General Motors, GM, and other companies for monopolizing the sale of buses and supplies to National City Lines and its subsidiaries, and to allegations that this was part of a deliberate plot to purchase and dismantle streetcar systems in many cities in the United States as an attempt to monopolize surface transportation. Oh, yeah, okay, it says right here, it says, between 1938 and 1950, National City Lines and its subsidiaries, American City Lines and Pacific City Lines, with investment from GM, Firestone Tire, Standard Oil of California, through a subsidiary, Federal Engineering, Phillips Petroleum, and Mack Trucks, gained control of additional transit systems in about 25 cities. So once they, I guess they,
St. Louis,
and then
Baltimore, Los
I'll post it. There's a
Angeles.
picture of right here. It says red cars, streetcars stacked
That's crazy.
in Los Angeles, awaiting demolition. So all this stuff, this
Wow.
brand new streetcar system.
That's crazy.
I mean-
Oh, that's crazy.
So I'm actually gonna say.
yeah. So how do you feel about my statement about? I think Paul was on my side too about just keep on advancing, and then the people that lose their jobs will just unfortunately just have to find new jobs.
Well, yeah, I
I
agree.
think new jobs will always come.
I agree
Yeah,
with
come
that.
up. Yeah,
But that's actually, but what we're talking about, unions, right? Unions, while they do protect, they can also damage the
we're not talking about
advancement.
we're not talking about just unions, but yes, unions is part of it.
unions,
I mean, unions, their job is to protect the workers. So I mean, I think there has to be I'm sure there's some
Yeah.
kind of balance. Like eventually that job will probably just not exist anymore. Like there'll be no training for it. There'll be
Yeah.
they'll just stop doing it eventually. You know, the job will just die off at some point.
it reminds me of
People are not going to keep getting into that job and applying for that job if they know the lens thing is like coming around the corner, or if it's already there. You know, they'll do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want technology to keep advancing to take other people's jobs. I just know that's what's
Going to
It's
happen.
inevitable.
You had a good point about as soon as if AI comes out and they do everything for us, then we don't need jobs, and then we can just do what we want.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
which means like whatever that is for each person's different, but we won't have to worry about going and fucking working 40 or 50 hours a week just to have money to go do what we actually really want to do.
But like, don't you think that sometimes people will become, I don't think that having money given to you makes you all of a sudden have drive and go accomplish what you really want to accomplish. I think that sometimes it can just create complacency.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah, but
I don't know. Maybe long term, people get tired of the complacency. They ball out for a little bit. Then
But-
they're like, okay, I need some meaning, and then
but
they
you
figure
said
it out.
you said get rid of your like drive and your what else was it?
Yeah,
The other
because
word you
Yeah,
it's
if you
kind
get
of
money, you might just sit on your ass at a pool.
We might just do what you want to do.
Yeah. So
And maybe that's sitting at the pool, or maybe that's drawing.
But
or
let
maybe
me
that's
ask
making
you-
music.
You guys don't see the danger in that of having? I mean, because then who controls the distribution of the money? And that what? Because who
hold
controls
on.
that?
When I talked about the AI thing, I didn't say there's going to be somehow a distribution of money. I didn't say that.
But we were talking about a universal income, about having people follow.
We didn't talk about that. You just brought that
Yeah,
up.
we didn't actually.
We didn't talk about that. You just went there.
That is what comes next, but we.
Yeah,
but
we
you went
didn't.
there.
We didn't go that far.
But okay, you said
I almost.
We
went
just
there,
said
but-
you just said when AI comes about and is so available to people,
but that's so
they'll do all the
advanced.
jobs. Yeah, but they'll do
That's
all the shitty jobs that no one wants. Then people won't have to do those things, and they can do what they actually want to do, whatever that is.
But what
We
I'm
won't
saying,
even need- we won't even need money.
Like AI is not gonna like make movies. Like they're not gonna make films, or they're not gonna make music. They're not gonna.
So we'll just be a big artistic planet.
I mean, that's really what we are. I think most people, you either participate in the arts or you like enjoy the arts. It's one or the other for the most part. I don't think I know anybody who doesn't make music, make art somehow, films, who like doesn't appreciate them
well, you know,
or enjoy them somehow.
there's a quote by
Right?
Marshall McLuhan said that we are just the sex organisms of the machine world. Like that was like, and so like it's kind of talking about like
What does that mean exactly?
Like meaning like we're just like the creative like the sex organs of the machine world. So we just create ourselves to like work on the machine, but the machine world really controls.
Oh, that's funny.
Controls
Every time I
us,
think
you
of
know?
AI, I think of like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna take over, and we have to like dig down in the core of the earth just to like get away from them somehow.
Yeah.
No,
But
I mean, I'm sure that there's like that's why I think that everyone always talks about like depopulation. It's like what the fuck is everyone gonna do with absolutely all the time in the world on their hands? Like because there's gonna be
They enjoy themselves.
no, but that's
It's
not
where you-
realistic though. It's
It
not
is.
realistic.
It's where that you
no.
can't consider that.
Well, what I'm saying,
Like, you don't have to have a job or like a career that's a 20th century invention is a career.
I
Like,
think
that's
a
just
lot
made
of
up,
people. I think a
having
lot of
career.
people will do what you're saying and just like kind of start to do nothing, but then they'll get tired of that, and then they'll start producing something or creating something that they like.
Here's what I'm saying is that like okay, so say you have let's get into universal income because that's where
Well, I don't-
that's
I
where
don't
the
wanna-
AI
Well,
that's where the AI
That's what comes next after.
that's
that.
that's where the AI
No, because
world
I just said there's
leads
other.
to.
I just said there's other things that AI won't be able to do.
No.
The AI will like not like have a soul. Will not be able to do those things. So there's going to be other jobs available.
So
still.
only a few then. You're saying only a few?
I don't know. We still have to
But
have farmers.
for people to just do
th-
whatever they
why
want
can't
to do.
AI do that?
I don't know.
Why is there going to
AI
be
can.
Maybe they can, yeah, I
That'll
don't
probably
know.
be the first thing that AI does. I mean,
But yeah,
that-
maybe you'd want a farm. Maybe you'd want food that's farmed in a certain way that AI doesn't do, or like I don't know.
all I'm saying is
I'm
that
not
that's
sure.
where
But
that's
there's
where
other
it
things. I
leads.
mean, I can't think of it now, but how about things to do with nature, like things to do? You know, I don't know. There's things that even at AI's best capabilities won't be able to do. Can we agree on that?
yeah, I
No.
mean, like,
Well, you don't, but okay, can you agree with me on that? There's like things that like AI won't be able to do.
well, not in
even
the
if it's
near,
at
not in the
most-
near future, not in the near future, obviously. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm not, I'm not an expert.
I don't see.
on
There's no
this.
reason why they won't be able to do everything.
Like, so what I'm saying is that
Make a movie?
Yeah.
How?
You
Not with real people. Like you mean digitally?
I guess like a digital.
Like
Wait, what do you
fake?
mean
that would be
make a
really
movie?
interesting to see. The
Make a film.
like
Like,
have the
right-
artistic capabilities
Of making
like,
a film and
s-
acting the movie out.
Well, you'll have to get the people somewhere.
Yeah, so so people won't be like, oh, let AI write the script and
so-
direct it, and then we'll just fucking be the robots in it for them.
Oh,
no,
so we need actors.
we need actors. We need the writers. I mean,
Well, the AI can write it.
yeah, but people won't probably want to do that. People want to like have a human write it. Maybe.
I think I heard about a story that AI wrote that was rated better than human stories. Like they wrote it wrote a story.
Yeah,
What's it?
the
What was
stories
this?
coming out of
They
Hollywood
wrote- they
are
wrote
pretty
it?
shitty lately.
Huh?
They wrote it.
No.
What they write?
They
What
wrote
was
a
it?
story.
I love
and,
how he
like-
does that.
Like
What
you would,
was it?
You would read a story. You read it and then you like
No,
you,
what
like,
was it?
cry and stuff, and you're like,
What was it?
AI
You
wrote this?
You
What
cry.
was it?
What do you mean? What was it?
You
The
cry.
title of it?
Yeah,
I don't
want
know.
to read it.
Butterflies in the Rainbow. I don't. I'll find it.
You made it seem like it was real. I want
No,
to
it
read
is
it.
like
Wait,
you can
here,
type
hold
in
on,
like
hold on.
AI
Everyone
wrote
relax.
a story.
Jesus.
AI wrote a story that was really good.
I'll Google. AI wrote a story.
Yeah, what story did AI write?
Oh, Japanese AI writes a novel, nearly wins literary award. This is from thebigthink.com.
Oh yeah, that's
Big
where.
Think?
Yeah.
So it says,
the big thing.
I had thought my job was safe from automation. A computer
Because you're an artist, you think.
yeah.
Oh, what about painters?
a computer couldn't possibly replicate the complex creativity of human language in writing or piece together a coherent story. I may have been wrong. Authors beware, because an AI written novel just has just made it past the first round of screening for a national literary prize in Japan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
And it's only 2017.
I could be completely wrong. AIs could probably do everything. True. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe
they
when
can't.
Maybe when they're going to be able to do everything, then what would we do? Then we wouldn't need money.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the universal income thing comes in, and that's what I've been trying.
Well,
We won't need money at
because
all.
we won't need money. There will be no universal income. There won't be a need for money.
Yeah, it brings up some weird,
Yeah, it's weird.
issues.
That's why I always think of Matrix. Like the Matrix, like it's so strange. They're like the movie. Like have you guys seen the movie?
Yeah.
Isn't it just strange? Like the whole idea.
I don't remember it. It's been so long.
But like,
So you're saying that AI will eventually just take over, completely take over innovation because
well, yeah.
Yes.
because right now money's obviously money's like the tool that pushes innovation, like that makes people want to innovate.
AI won't need money, right?
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
We're
won't
just gonna
need-
live in some big hologram. I mean, that's we probably are in a
That's what I
hologram.
was saying about the Matrix. It's like
Yeah.
AI got so advanced that it like made up this false reality and like was farming humans, and then they're like, right? So people are living in this world, but they're actually it's all like digital. It's all like programs, and
Yeah.
they're not actually living in it. They're like actually in a fucking.
I have a theory
placenta
that
sack
the
and
Matrix
plugged in.
The Matrix
So
is just a documentary from the future, bro.
You never know, man. It might be.
That's a
Right?
good one.
It might be, yeah. So they're like plugged in, so they think it's all real.
Oh, wow.
They think it's all real, and they somehow. Oh, Elon Musk talked about this. How like there's enough evidence to say that we are living in a hologram or like a digital. Like this is all a program.
Isn't that crazy?
Because if
It goes into Paul's like free will thinking. Like there is no free will because we're already programmed to like just do what we're gonna do.
because eventually virtual reality will be so real that we can't distinguish it from
What
Yeah. Well,
reality, right?
he went into
eventually.
Getting
Yeah.
feel like you'd get
so
stuck
as long
in
as we
your
don't
game.
Yeah.
as
stuck
long
in
as
your
we don't
personality.
kill ourselves and blow each other up, which we might do, then we will get there.
Yeah.
And if we definitely will get there, that means that we probably are there.
Hey, what if
because he
this
talked
happened?
he talked about virtual reality. How like
What
we're
if-
already like there's games and there's systems to already like implant us into a virtual reality, a fake.
Think about this. What
Yeah.
if
Think.
like in Inception is like the dream world, but say we got so advanced that we made virtual reality. This is actually a virtual reality world, right? And then we we create a virtual reality world within the virtual reality world, and those are just dimensions. So when you evolve through dimensions, you're
Where's my
just
tabletop
you're
so I can
just
see this is real?
slowly
My spinner?
escaping your fucking virtual reality existence, and then when
funny.
you're like, oh my god, I've been in a dream this whole time.
Does
And
that
you don't
does-
know when you're out of the dream.
Exactly.
Does
never
the thought
do.
of that scare you at all? That this could be all fake?
I mean, it does, but then it's like, well, what are you gonna do?
What about you?
I don't know. Not really.
Remember we were texting about this kind of the other day about like what is there a purpose? Like is there meaning?
Oh
to
yeah,
this
you were
life?
having a meltdown.
I was at the gym and yeah, I had a meltdown at the gym. No, I'm just kidding. But like it was just like is there any truth? Is there any meaning or like any is there anything to this?
Well,
Like
you know,
are we
I
just
feel
like,
like this is
there?
this
and if there is, can anybody prove it?
maybe the meaning is to kind of get as close to see how close. I think that life is kind of a game, and you're a goal. One of the many goals is probably to figure out how to try and get as close to the truth as you possibly can.
That's just you like rationalizing like
well, no, but like that.
your
but, like,
your insignificance.
but here's the thing: is but
To me, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what the guy was doing in Westworld.
He was just-
not the main
That show
character, but
sucked.
what's that actor's name? That's what he was trying to do. He's trying to get to the
the
center,
Ed Harris.
but
the center of the
Harris.
maze.
the
Ed
anomaly
Harris.
of like you're talking about insignificance as if like from something looking down, but like but
No,
what
not
I'm
at
saying,
all.
listen,
not
listen,
at all.
But the fact that you're just here and that you can observe me and I can observe you is significant. This anomaly, yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
but we take it for granted, right?
We take for granted
That I'm here listening to you.
because you have to realize the
Yeah, what are
rarity
you?
of life.
What is
you know?
this?
Wait, but that's significant. But I could be. But
This is like
What is this?
he's a piece of
well,
yeah.
feel it. It's nice and soft skin, loving.
Yeah, what's
mean,
that? I mean, and
guys,
then if I cut
hey.
you open, then blood will pour out. What the fuck is that?
That's your oil.
Yeah,
that's
I
a,
know.
Like
That's
a
what I'm
car's
saying.
oil.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, this is
just do it, please.
is the
just
vehicle.
fucking kill me now. I just like don't like. And everything anybody says is just them trying to rationalize the fact that they don't have any meaning. That there's no point to this.
Well, guys,
Isn't
what
it?
do you think? This is let us
Please,
know
like
in
someone,
the comments.
I need an answer. Please.
This has
And
been
I
the
need
KAP
proof.
Show, and he needs proof like right now before he has
Yeah.
another meltdown.
The KAP Show.
Like, there's enough evidence to think